Hello everyone, hope you had a great week and enjoyed the profit from the rebound of the market. Again, welcome to our weekly update on cryptocurrency and stock market. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin first. During last week, the only thing that I could spot is in the 8-hour chart. We can see little bottom structure here formed on the 14th of March, and then we can see that after that the price goes up. Then let's take a look at the daily chart. This is where I mentioned earlier in 8 hours chart, the bottom structure formed here. So after that, we enjoyed a rebound. So overall, currently, I would say it's still kind of difficult to say where the price can go, in which direction. We can see that from beginning of this year up to now, we have like price actually fluctuate within this range, and the bottom here. So you can see this is what's happening so far. So far the price this year has fluctuated, within this small range, and it will just get smaller and smaller. The price will not always go this sideways, and eventually it will have to pick a direction, whether going up or going down, to leave this range. Which direction stands more probability? If we look at the low point in July last year, and if we see that as a wave 1, and wave 2, and if we're in the wave 3, you can see that it doesn't look like a wave 3, because wave 3 normally should be like impulsive wave, which should be much stronger than wave 1. But it's not what we are seeing here. Let me just clean my chart a bit. So far, the wave, if this is a wave 3, what's the angle here? I would say less than 10 degree. Let's just take a look. Yeah, we're kind of at 12 degree, which for me doesn't look like a power of which wave 3 can bring. So if we just based on the current observation of the current chart, I would say there's more chance, more probability, given that from the previous high to beginning of this year, it's a downslope. So right now we can see it as a rebound, and next what we can anticipate could be wave 3 further down. So for me, again, currently we're in this price range, but it's getting smaller and smaller. I would say just purely based on current situation, I would say there could be more probability that the price can pick this direction rather than this direction. It's not impossible to go up. There's still a possibility, but right now we don't need to do anything. We just need to observe to see when the price can break out through this range, and then it will be much clearer where the Bitcoin price will go. Okay, we have to be patient. Now let's take a look at the US stock market. This is Nasdaq daily chart. Last weekend we can see that from Monday to Friday, the market actually enjoyed like 10% increase. So the stress in the market got finally relieved a bit. If you follow my video last weekend, which we were at that point. And I already alerted that the next 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, will be important days to observe first whether the price will create a new low in different time frame, multiple time frame like 1 hour, 90 minutes, 2 hour, and then that's the precondition of a bottom divergence and a precondition of the bottom structure. So I alerted on Monday, which is here, and Tuesday there could be opportunities if the price creates a new lower low, which in the end the market created a new lower low and then the bottom structure. Okay, so if you have been following my YouTube videos and Twitter, you would have remembered that on this day, February the 23rd, I alerted that the next day, which is this day, will be an important day. And on this day, I also alerted that the bottom structure was formed. Okay, this is the first bottom I found. And then if you follow again my last weekend video, on this day, I was alerting that Monday and Tuesday will be important time frame to see whether the bottom structure formed, and as well as I also mentioned the bottom structure, if you remember, plus a TD sequential 9. This can be sometimes can be a perfect left trading entry point or exit point. There will be sometimes it can give you a perfect price point for action, which actually had happened. So for me, these few weeks, I think I have done a good job. Of course, we need some of the lucks here. And with the luck, with the analysis and anticipation, we were able to forecast an important entry point here and another important entry point here. So for me personally, I have entered here and hold up to now without any change, 100% of position. Okay, I tend to believe that timing the market is not a dream. Timing the market is possible. And the entry point, if you can time the market and you can find a good entry point, actually psychologically, you can actually much more easily face the market fluctuation. Because even you see when the market dropped to here, because I bought here, so for me, I do not really have big psychological issues to bear this drop. Again, it's super important, as I said, once you grab a chance or an entry point with good certainty, do not hesitate, because the market doesn't always offer such opportunities. And again, I would like to emphasize that the chart itself is enough for us to find the entry or exit point. We don't need to hear all the news. We don't need to analyze what's around in the market. The charts already included everything. It's already priced in. So what's next? What I could see is that, from Nasdaq, from the chart itself, I couldn't see really too much. We're all enjoying the rebound, the strong rebound so far, and I cannot see any other symptoms. But if we look at S&P 500, this is wave 1 from the previous high, this is wave 1, and then wave 2, and then wave 3, and maybe we're in the wave 4. It's difficult to know really whether it's already a price reversal, we're already in a price reversal, or it's just a rebound. So for reversal, we have to see, okay, if the price creates new high, then we can confirm it's a reversal. But until then, we couldn't really tell or confirm. So what if we're in wave 4? How to test whether we're in a wave 4? I have changed the parameters of the MACD. And then with this parameter setup, how to tell wave 4 is to observe when the MACD breaks through the axis 0. If it's a wave 4, it could be the end of wave 4, and then the market will likely to go down as wave 5. So with my new parameter setup, when the MACD actually breaks through the axis 0, you can see here is minus 4.25, and then bingo, on Friday, yesterday, the MACD actually went above axis 0. So important is next week. Next week, if the price start to drop, then we can consider the wave 4 has finished and we're in a wave 5 correction. This is a possibility. If next week the price keep going up, we can confirm that we're not in a wave 4 right now. So again, we need to observe. There's no confirmation right now. We have to observe. And by seeing that I'm still with 100 position in, and even though I was suspecting it could be the end of wave 4 by Friday, I didn't act because the wave is not my criteria to act. It's not within my trading. It can be a good reference to tell which direction the market might go next, but it cannot be used as a sole reason to buy or sell. Okay, and again, since my buying point was super good, was here, so I can, if there's a wave 5, I can handle that. Normally the end of wave 5 will not be too much lower from the wave 3. So as a conclusion, we need to observe whether next week the price will start to drop and entering a wave 5, so we can confirm that now we're at the end of wave 4. Or next week, if the price keep rally, then it means that we're not in wave 4 and we need to keep observing where it leads us to. Okay, when there's no certainty, we don't need to guess. We only need to anticipate what could be the possibilities and how we are going to deal with that. Okay, so that's about the US market. Finally, let's take a look at ASHR. I always had this share. It's a tracker of the China ASHR, Shanghai and Shenzhen top 300 shares. So again, we see a 9 here, this TD sequential 9. And actually on this day, I also alerted in Twitter that it's a TD sequential low 9. Although I mentioned before that a TD sequential 9 should never be the sole reason for trading. However, given that the recent market, it's really like a irrational sell-off. You can see that. So when there's an irrational sell-off, we should kind of anticipate there could be a revengerous rebound after. So that's why I was alerting there's a TD sequential low 9 that's happening. So I entered with extra 20% of the position just to be able to enjoy this revengerous rebound. 20% is very small. It doesn't really change a lot. However, psychologically, it could help us. So when will this rebound finish? We do not know. I would say from December to here, we could see as wave 1. drop, and then it's wave 2, rebound, and then wave 3. I would say so far what I can see, this possibility for the rebound to finish is probably the wave 4. So I need to set up a new parameter for the MACD to be able to tell whether it's wave 4 or not, but I checked earlier. I'm not going to spend time to do it here again. We're still having some room to reach the axis 0. Okay, so when we look at the market, we can see that the common pattern that we are seeing is that most likely we're all in a wave 4 rebound, and whether this will be a reversal or wave 4 and followed by wave 5, we need to observe closely. Okay, and that is all I would like to share with you this week, and I wish you a very enjoyable rest of the weekend, and see you next time. Bye bye.